everybody. How are we doing? So, I want to take a second and thank you for being here and ask you, of course, to like and subscribe to this channel. And also, importantly, make comments on this video, any video, because that's kind of what gets this conversation going. That's what allows us to do different things. I would also ask that you join the community because you get some extra special perks and helps me be able to fund the purchase of these pedals, which we all know and love. But that's up to you. Of course, I'd love it, but, you know, we can still be friends. Okay, tonight, I was, sorry, let me back up. I was discussing with somebody about the Avalanche Run here by Earthquaker Devices. This is not their standard colorway. I don't even know where this was from originally in terms of this limited edition. It's the standard graphic, but instead of blue and white, it's black and white. And it's kind of sparkly, and I kind of like it. And if you aren't familiar with the Avalanche Run, it is a fantastic stereo delay and reverb. Let me roll that back a bit. It's a fantastic stereo reverb. The delay, which is cool, is actually mono, and it bugs me. And so I was talking to somebody about it and what to do. I think it was on Facebook, we're chatting, and they were like, yeah, but this is the best stereo reverb out there, period. And so I got to thinking, best? It's really good. I'll tell you that's what's on now. That's what was on at the top of the video. That's what kind of gave us this sound. It is such a wonderful plate style reverb. So much so that I actually I've purchased 4 of these in, I guess, the last 2 years. The first one I bought, loved it, and ended up using it as a trade bait for a guitar. The second one I bought wasn't quite functioning. The person that sold it to me was not forthright on that, and so that had to go back. The third one I bought and use as trade bait for something else. And then this one I bought and determined I'm going to keep this one. And so here it is. I love it. But is it the best reverb? I don't know. We have the Mercury X, as you know, here, which can do a plate style reverb, and of course the Chase Bliss CXM 1978, which has a plate style reverb. And I have created some presets on both the Mercury X and the CXM to mimic the Avalanche Run here. It's important to know that the Avalanche Run really has 2 knobs when it comes to the reverb. It is the decay knob and the mix knob. That's it. There are no parameters to change. You just get more or less of the wonderful style, as opposed to, of course, the Mercury X and CXM, which give you extra things to adjust. Excuse me. So, as you can see, this is the setting going to be on the CXM, and if you're interested in the settings on the Mercury, let me know. I can kind of let you guys know about this. I've titled this Avalanche. Oh look, Avalanche Run. I am so original in my naming schemes. So I'll stop talking, and I'm not going to fiddle with any of these settings as we're playing. I'm just going to show you the 3, and then you can kind of tell me what you think. That's the fun thing with these really long decays. We just sit here and listen to it go softly into the night. I mean, my goodness, those are so dang close. And which one was the best? Which did you think was the best? I don't know. That's I'm asking you. I don't think I have an answer. So hey, let's do this. Let's turn the mix all the way to full wet, and let's see what we can kind of get on these. I'll do the same play notes, and then we'll just full wet, see how it is. Well, hold on. That was the wrong one. Sorry. Okay, so the decay on the CXM is a bit longer, and I don't say that in a bad way. It just is longer. Oh man, the differences popped out there a little bit more. I would say off the top of my head, the Avalanche Run was probably in the middle in terms of the EQ of it. If we consider this the middle, then the Maris was a little more bright, and the CXM was a little bit more low-endy. That's a technical term, low-endy. And I think that's also because if you look over here, the bass knob is pretty much all the way up. Yeah, it's all the way up, which means on the CXM, that is not how much bass is in it, but how long the bass decays. And there's a frequency cutoff that is based on the cross knob here. So, all that to say, you pull the mix all full wet, and then you kind of get a better sense of the sound of the reverb. But again, taking the mix to a 50%, I think like me, you'll probably just notice that that those differences kind of disappear. Right? So let's see. So yeah, the differences are a little bit harder to hear when the dry signal is mixed in. I don't know if you all heard this, but I kind of feel like on the Avalanche Run there's a little bit of a modulation in that decay, in that reverb, and it's a very slow, almost like a sine wave in it, which is really nice. And I didn't build that into the Avalanche or the CXM. The CXM, of course, like the modulation here in the tank modulation, you really only have 3 settings. You have low, medium, or high. That's it. There's really not much adjustment, although you can make some tweaks based on pre-delay and that sort of thing. But I had that off or low. In the Meris, though, you actually have a lot more control on everything. Again, going into the reverb, you can really, there's different, like in the speeds, the depth, all that sort of stuff. But I had that set pretty low because I really didn't hear it in the Avalanche Run until I turned that mix more to a full wet. But that's okay. It's tweakable. So there we go. That's some of the differences and the similarities on these 3 plate reverbs. Now, of course, there are plenty of other plate style reverbs. I know someone's going to pop in here and say that the UA Golden, where was that? I'll tell you where it is. It's not in my possession, so I couldn't do that. I'm happy to if anybody wants to send me one, but I don't have one, so I didn't get it in the mix. And if you've made it this far, the folks at Earthquaker Devices, please make a V3. Please make a V3 that has, this is a V2, please make a V3 that has stereo delay and presets. That's what I would ask, and I would be very appreciative. I'm happy to help you test it out. I will beta it for you. Okay, folks, thank you so much. I appreciate this video, that you guys have been here and you've hung out, and I really hope that it gave you something to think about, because respectively, this pedal here is a $300 pedal new, $600 pedal new, $900 pedal new. So quite the jumps, in the price ranges. Hopefully this video kind of helped you know if you what you liked and if one of them kind of tickled your fancy. Thank you so much for being here. Again, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. I wish you the very best. Of all things, peace.